If someone asked you, do you want to watch a movie where a bunch of girls go swimming in an inch and a half of water, maybe an inch of water, would that be something you're interested in? But now, what if someone said, in this movie where girls go swimming in an inch and a half to an inch of water is a exploitation film produced by Harry Novak? Everyone would say yes, right? Wrong? Dumb. Well, if you do say yes, let's watch Tobacco Roody, because that's what this is. That might be the stupidest introduction ever. Harry Novak did produce this exploitation film. There's so many things I love about this, and there are so many things that I can't stand. They're so dumb, to the point where I just hate them. This was a request. It's so old, I have no idea who requested this. Raise your hand if it was you. I believe this is the only softcore we've ever done. Written, directed, and co-produced by Bethel Buckalew. Now, however, his softcores danced right up to the line of hardcore, and sometimes put his foot over the line. It's not like a Cinemax softcore, it is almost a hardcore picture. Sexploitation, exploitation, exploitation. The director also dabbled in vansploitation. Have you ever heard of Magwheel? That was Bethel. Have you ever seen A Scream in the Streets? Straight up exploitation. No exploitation, no vansploitation. Well, that's released by Severin, but also a Bethel Buckalew film. He made a bunch of films, and you might know of this movie from early 90s, Something Weird Video, or early millennium, Something Weird Video, DVD. There was a bunch of these that were double feature drive-in pictures. Pig Keeper's Daughter and Sassy Sue was one. Country Cousins and Midnight Plowboy was another one. This one, Tobacco Roody with Southern Comforts. So there's a bunch of these. And if you've seen any of them, you can tell they're all made by the same person. Opening credits are amazing. All hand painted out. And it's either pans or that whip pan blur, and that's depending on how far away you are. If they really run to impress me, I'd like to see it all in one shot. You'd need a focus puller for that. They're on a farm, there's no livestock, and there's no crops. What they make on this farm is moonshine. Mountain Dew and White Lightning are both moonshine. That's what this picture's about. I didn't even talk about half the stuff I loved or half the stuff I hated. We'll save it for the end when we talk about all the actors.
come on. Get them grain sacks back to the still area. Can't make no moonshine with the grain still on the wagon.
Ain't fair I should have to carry this end all by myself, Pa. Not for two ends to sack. And ain't no room in the middle. Ain't fair. It is too. It is. Ain't fair. It is too. Ain't. It is. It's not. Here.
Hey, come on now, you gals. Stop that there fighting. Can't get no work done that way.
Why don't you take care of these sacks yourself? Ain't right for girls to carry all that weight.
It ain't heavy for 'em. Besides, good for when they have young'uns. Now, you go ahead inside and tend to your woman things. Tootie! You bring me a fresh jug from the barn now. It's in a corner under the straw.
Okay, Pa.
That gal's just got to learn who her real pa is.
Here, Pa.
I'll tell you what. Let's you and I just go sit us a while and talk.
Pa, Caroline and I are going up to the creek for a swim.
All right, all right. You know, I don't know if I told you complete, Tootie, but I ain't your real pa. Now, Caroline and Lula May, they's my real young'uns. Well, one day your daddy ups and took off with a gal he knowed. Shortly after that, your ma brung you over here, and she run off with a traveling man.
It don't make no difference who they was nohow. I love you and Ma.
Now, you call me Mose like I told you. Ain't no reason why you can't go swimming with those gals anytime you want it. Might not be a bad idea, just for the fun of it.
Blaming on that good old Mountain Dew.
Howdy, Sheriff. What brings you out this way?
Well, howdy, ma'am. Is Mose around?
Mose ain't here right now, Sheriff. Whatever's the matter?
Well, I don't know how to tell you. After all, it's official department business.
No, Sheriff, don't be like that.
Some of that white lightning was been sold hereabouts.
Stay out here and dry off in the sun. I'll dry your hair if you dry mine. It's the deal.
Yeah, I sure am tired of pushing this old pickup truck.
Do you suppose these city fellas are really that dumb?
They're dumb, all right. They just walked right up and said, I'll buy all them weeds you're picking off the fence line, if you just let 'em grow big enough. A guy sure has to be dumb to pay real money for loco weed when all it does is make the cows sick.
Yeah, we sure outslicked him that time.
Don't seem to be anybody hereabout.
Maybe we should go knock on the door.
That's a right smart idea.
Well, Jeter, why don't you go up there and knock on the door?
I couldn't find nobody thereabouts.
If and I had some tools, I think I could get her going again.
There's the barn. Reckon we'd find some tools in there?
Guess we could look, I suppose. Well, looky here what I found.
Blame it on that good old Mountain Dew. There's a town in Tennessee that's famous for its stills. The people there are never sick, and they don't take no pills. When they got a tooth to pull, then they know just what to do. Of course, that's why the graveyard's full from drinking that Mountain Dew. Blame it on that good old Mountain Dew. It's surprising what a little swig will do. Most powerful stuff you ever saw. You'll even like your mother-in-law. Blame it on that good old Mountain Dew.
Don't figure they'd mind us having a little drink, seeing as we're so thirsty and all.
Sounds reasonable.
Grandpa Jones is 83 and likes his Mountain Dew. And even in his wheelchair, he hides a swig or two. But one day he got too high, started rolling down the hill. And as he passed, he waved goodbye, and I guess he's rolling still.
Well, I reckon we could have another little drink just in case we have to push a long ways.
True.
Blame it on that good old Mountain Dew. It's surprising what a little swig will do. Most powerful stuff you ever saw. You'll even like your mother-in-law. Blame it on that good old Mountain Dew. Blame it on that good old Mountain Dew.
Howdy, Mr. Parker.
Why, howdy, Miss Mason.
I was just on my way down to your place to see about our mortgage.
Blame it on that good old Mountain Dew.
Maybe we ought to go in the house and get something to eat. I'm hungry.
Yeah, that's...
Say, Zeke, I don't remember your place being so all-fired pretty.
Me? There's Jody. Do you reckon somebody came in and painted when we was away?
Don't seem reasonable.
Hey, Zeke, I don't remember your place being so all-fired big, neither.
Me either, Jody. Do you reckon somebody came in and moved the wall away?
You guys must be drunk. Place looks all right to me.
Dites-moi, monsieur, pourriez-vous m'indiquer le chemin pour aller à Nashville? Je suis complètement perdue ici. Je suis nouvelle dans la contrée. Et vraiment, tous ces chemins, là, je suis complètement perdue. Pourriez-vous m'indiquer le chemin?
Would you say again, ma'am?
It's all that booze you drink, I swear.
Oh, come on now, Liz. Don't go knocking it unless you tried it.
Okay, I'll make you a deal, Mose.
Oh?
I'll try your white lightning if you try something I got for you.
Sounds tolerable. Have a sip.
Not bad. Not good.
Oh, don't go getting hasty now, Liz. No crow ever flied on one wing.
That's kind of a spring thaw taste.
You know, I'd say it tastes more like hogs rooting in the fall.
Reminds me of the time the lightning hit the barn.
No, I'd say it was more like when the creek went and flooded the lower 40. Go ahead. Come on. Good.
Just seems right we ought to take another drink with us, in case it's a long ways to the next farm.
Sounds reasonable. Tolerable smart.
Blame it on that good old Mountain Dew.
Wow.
Why am I a fool?
Whose truck?
I'll be danged if I know whose truck that is. Yeah, that's the pleasurable part about farming. The city folks have to worry about fellas chasing their young, innocent daughters. And in the city, they got all them temptations that turns a woman's head. Whilst here on the farm, we got nothing but peace and innocence.
Blame it on that good old Mountain Dew.
I hate the three farmers. Everything in this movie is, oh, they just missed him. And they don't know. No one says you just missed him. We as the audience are just watching. Oh. So what'd you think about that? The two top billings are the platinum blonde daughter and the dad. But my favorite is the mom. The little redheaded mom who looks like she might even be younger than her daughters. Debbie Osborne, that's the mom. That's Miss Mason. She was in a bunch of all these people were in just a bunch of exploitation films. Her husband, Mose Mason. You think that The Office got their hillbilly beet farming cousin Mose from this movie? Mose Mason was Johnny Rocco. When I say these guys were all in a bunch of exploitation films, they're all about like 6 to 10. So not like a bunch, but you can see a theme with every actor. Top billing was Tootie. She's the platinum blonde daughter who turns out not to be his daughter. It's his brother's kid, and that's why the 2 real daughters are mean to her. That's Dixie Donovan. Top billing. The real daughters are Lulu and Caroline. Different races, but you can't really tell. I'm guessing they're both supposed to be from cute redhead mom Debbie Osborne. Wendy Winders and Gigi Perez are the 2 real daughters. I liked Bruce Kimball. Bruce Kimball was the sheriff. He looks like one of my big-headed Michigan cousins. What he will look like when he's older. Joe Dunnigan, Tom Cypress, and Clyde Stone are the 3 poorly acted hillbillies. You know what I would like to do? I would like to let's remake this movie. People are always remaking the stupidest movies. Let's remake Tobacco Roody. You're supposed to pronounce it like in a Hispanic, roll your tongue. Rudy. Tobacco Roody. That's close enough came all day. Why don't we I would remake this, and I'd keep the same damn script. I'd just make everyone act differently. And I bet you people would like it. If you took the same script and just as the director were like, no, don't do that like this. You do that, just give everyone a little bit of direction. Release it on IFC and people would be like, oh, it's like Roger Corman directed a Quentin Tarantino movie. I could make that from this with my eyes tied behind my closed back. I did like that inch of water thing though. Legit. If I remade this, I'd still make them swim in 1.5 inches of water. Don't worry, I could tell you were all a little nervous at home. No. It'd still be swimming in 1.5 inches of water. I love Harry Novak. I honestly do. He's got the coolest looking face too. His eyes are like too close together. He kind of looks like he's nervous, but he's not nervous at all. He looks like he might be timid, except for he'll set you on fire. He's on the Mount Rushmore of exploitation films. Watch Schlock, A Secret History of American Movies. He's got a pretty cool part in it, and he's just being himself. Now I remember trouble with this one. That's why it's at the very end of our re-releases. I have like 3 troublesome ones coming up, and I'm hoping there's no trouble. I can't remember if like the music was claimed, or the film was claimed, or just like a copyright warning, like you can't make money on this, which that's what I'm hoping for. I mean, I'm not hoping for that, but if something's going to happen, that's what I'm hoping for. I'm hoping it's not like a strike that gets us in actual trouble. If they say like this is copywritten and you can't make money on it, that's fine. That's happens all the time to us, so that's cool. But a strike would actually we got a clean slate right now. So if we'd had 1 or 2 strikes, then I wouldn't even release this because I wouldn't. I don't want to get up to the line. But so wish us luck. I like this. I love Harry Novak. Today is 30 releases in a row.